Chapter 1. Ancient Korea began with the Joseon Kingdom, a society shaped by farming, bronze tools, and early laws. People believed in heavenly origins, and leaders claimed descent from divine ancestors. Life centered on mountains, rivers, and seasonal rituals. This early order set the foundation for Korea's identity, shaping stories, customs, and political systems that later kingdoms would follow. Chapter 2. Archaeologists found dolmen tombs across Korea, massive stone structures built without machines. These tombs reveal social hierarchies and early engineering skill. Some stones weigh more than 100 tons, showing organized labor and shared belief in honoring the dead. These markers connect modern Koreans to ancient communities that valued strength, teamwork, and remembrance. Chapter 3. The Bronze Age shifted Korea into stronger networks. Farmers planted millet and rice, improving stability and population growth. Bronze daggers, mirrors, and bells reveal craftsmanship and trade with nearby regions. These objects weren't only weapons or tools, they symbolized status and leadership. The rise of bronze shaped cultural identity and early political power. Chapter 4. Joseon's Dangun myth wasn't just a legend, it held cultural meaning. People used it to explain unity, ancestry, and moral values. Scholars believe the myth acted like a national charter, guiding behavior and leadership. It gave ancient Korea a shared origin story and reinforced the idea that the land and people were connected by destiny. Chapter 5. When iron technology arrived, Korean societies changed rapidly. Iron tools increased food production, and iron weapons strengthened armies. This shift fueled competition and alliances among emerging states. Iron's availability helped create stronger political centers, shaping the later three kingdoms. Technology became a defining force in everyday life and military strategy. Chapter 6. The three kingdoms, Goguryeo, Baekje, and Silla, emerged with distinct cultures. Goguryeo thrived in the north with powerful cavalry. Baekje developed advanced art and diplomacy with Japan. Silla built strong spiritual traditions and unique gold craftsmanship. Their rivalry and exchange shaped the Korean peninsula, blending warfare, innovation, and cultural brilliance. Chapter 7. Goguryeo's murals remain one of the greatest windows into ancient Korean life. Painted on tomb walls, they show warriors, dancers, hunters, and celestial beings. These murals prove that Goguryeo valued motion, strength, and cosmic balance. Scientists use them to study clothing, rituals, and architecture, revealing a dynamic and resilient culture. Chapter 8. Baekje mastered architecture and craftsmanship, creating elegant temples and refined pottery. Their artisans blended Korean techniques with influences from China, spreading knowledge to Japan. Baekje scholars carried books, instruments, and architectural designs abroad. This exchange helped shape early Japanese culture, showing how Korea acted as a bridge of ideas. Chapter 9. Silla developed advanced goldworking skills, producing crowns with tree-like patterns symbolizing life and power. These crowns show technical mastery using thin gold and jade pieces. The designs reveal spiritual connections to nature and shamanistic beliefs. Silla's art highlights how beauty, belief, and authority were deeply linked in ancient Korean society. Chapter 10. The kingdom of Silla eventually unified most of the peninsula. Their victory wasn't only military. They used diplomacy, alliances, and strategic reforms. With unification came standardized laws, improved farming, and shared culture. This period produced stable growth and early scientific ideas, setting the stage for Korea's next era of development. Chapter 11. Unified Silla strengthened society through land reforms and expanded trade routes. Scholars studied astronomy, medicine, and mathematics, blending local knowledge with foreign texts. Temples became centers of learning where monks documented plants, stars, and rituals. This era built a stable cultural core, showing how education and belief worked together to shape early Korean progress and identity. Chapter 12. Bulguksa Temple and Seokguram Grotto stood as unified Silla's greatest achievements. Engineers positioned Seokguram's stone chamber with precise geometry, allowing perfect airflow and stability. The seated Buddha reflects harmony between engineering and faith. These structures reveal a society skilled in architecture, mathematics, and spiritual symbolism, leaving Korea with enduring masterpieces recognized for both beauty and scientific accuracy. Chapter 13. After unified Silla declined, the later three kingdoms emerged. Regional leaders built their own armies and forged alliances for control. Economic pressure and shifting loyalties reshaped territories. This turbulent era reflected how power could rise and fall quickly when systems weakened. Yet it also prepared the ground for a new dynasty built on stronger governance and strategy. Chapter 14. Goryeo unified the peninsula, establishing a government centered on law and administration. They invested in education, encouraging scholars to study philosophy and natural sciences. The dynasty introduced civil examinations that rewarded knowledge over birthright. This structure created social mobility and nurtured intellectual growth, forming a society that valued writing, record-keeping, and structured political order. Chapter 15. Goryeo became known for its celadon pottery, crafted with remarkable precision. The jade green glaze required controlled temperature and mineral balance, showing advanced chemistry knowledge. Artisans carved delicate designs inspired by nature and mythology. These works traveled along trade routes, admired for their elegance. Celadon became a symbol of Korean innovation, blending science, art, and disciplined craftsmanship. Chapter 16. Facing foreign threats, Goryeo strengthened its defenses with advanced fortifications and disciplined troops. They built mountain fortresses and coastal watch points to monitor invasions. Leaders adapted military tactics to terrain, understanding geography as a strategic asset. Despite repeated challenges, the kingdom survived through resilience, diplomacy, and practical coordination between military planning and environmental awareness. Chapter 17. The invention of metal movable type during Goryeo marked a major scientific milestone. It allowed faster printing, spreading knowledge more efficiently than before. Scholars used this technology to preserve texts on medicine, religion, and law. This early printing revolution helped protect Korean intellectual heritage and showed how innovation could support education and cultural continuity across generations. Chapter 18. The Tripitaka Korina was carved with extraordinary precision into over 80,000 wooden blocks. Craftsmen used dried wood, controlled humidity, and careful engraving to prevent warping. The result was a complete Buddhist canon preserved for centuries. Its accuracy and endurance prove the kingdom's dedication to knowledge, spirituality, and scientific craftsmanship working together with remarkable discipline. Chapter 19. As Goryeo weakened, corruption and external pressures grew. Mongol invasions reshaped the peninsula, forcing political adjustments and cultural exchanges. Despite hardship, Koreans preserved traditions, rebuilt communities, and learned new technologies from interactions. This era showed how societies adapt under pressure, blending resilience with openness. It prepared Korea for the transformations that would follow under a new dynasty. Chapter 20. The rise of the Joseon dynasty introduced reforms grounded in Confucian principles. Leaders reorganized administration, strengthened agricultural policies, and emphasized moral education. Scholars studied astronomy, calendars, and medicine to improve daily life. Joseon blended practical science with social order, creating a stable foundation that shaped Korean culture for centuries through disciplined governance and rational thought. Chapter 21. Joseon scholars observed the stars to refine calendars that guided farming and rituals. They built observatories and crafted instruments to measure celestial movement. Accurate timing helped farmers predict seasons and improved stability across villages. Astronomy wasn't just science, it supported social order and daily life. This focus on precision showed Joseon's commitment to practical, reliable knowledge. Chapter 22. King Sejong encouraged innovation, supporting researchers who studied weather, farming, and medicine. His reign promoted a culture where ideas could grow. Officials collected data on soil, crops, and climate to guide better harvests. This systematic approach strengthened food security. Sejong's leadership proved how scientific thinking could directly improve living conditions and national stability. Chapter 23. The creation of Hangul transformed Korean society. Designed with simple shapes based on phonetic science, it allowed ordinary people to read and write. Scholars studied speech sounds to build a logical script that matched the human voice. Hangul empowered communication, education, and cultural preservation. Its clarity helped spread knowledge beyond the elite class. Chapter 24. Joseon developed advanced rain gauges and water clocks to measure natural cycles. The rain gauge, one of the earliest in the world, helped officials predict crop yields and plan taxes fairly. These inventions show how science served governance. By understanding rainfall and time more accurately, Joseon improved resource management and reduced uncertainty in daily life. Chapter 25. Medical texts like the Dongui Bogam collected centuries of knowledge about herbs, treatments, and human anatomy. Doctors blended observation with traditional practices to create a unified medical system. This book later influenced medicine across Asia. Its careful classifications reflect a society committed to health, documentation, and understanding how the body interacts with nature. Chapter 26. Art in Joseon combined discipline and simplicity. Painters focused on nature, capturing mountains, rivers, and daily life with calm precision. Brushstrokes followed principles of balance and observation, reflecting philosophical harmony. These artworks weren't only decoration, they offered insight into cultural values and environmental awareness. They reveal how creativity and quiet study shaped Korean identity. Chapter 27. Ceramics evolved with white porcelain becoming Joseon's signature style. Producing flawless white required strict temperature control and refined clay. This mastery shows deep understanding of heat, minerals, and chemical change. The clean design symbolized purity and order, matching Confucian ideals. Each piece demonstrates how science and aesthetics blended throughout everyday objects. Chapter 28. Village life followed seasonal rhythms shaped by farming. Communities organized planting, irrigation, and harvest based on collective knowledge. Elders taught techniques for soil care and crop rotation, blending tradition with observation. Homes were built to use natural ventilation and sunlight. These practices show how ancient Koreans lived in balance with their environment, relying on shared wisdom. Chapter 29. Confucian academies, or Seowan, became centers of learning and debate. Students studied ethics, governance, and natural philosophy. These schools encouraged critical thinking and moral responsibility. They shaped leaders who valued reason and calm decision-making. Through structured study, Joseon preserved intellectual discipline, ensuring that future officials understood both practical science and social duty. Chapter 30. As trade expanded, Joseon interacted with neighboring regions through controlled missions. Diplomats exchanged books, medical knowledge, and scientific instruments. These encounters introduced new ideas while protecting cultural identity. The careful balance between openness and caution helped Korea grow intellectually without losing stability. This approach shaped diplomacy for generations, blending curiosity with preservation. Chapter 31. Agriculture advanced through improved plows, irrigation channels, and seed selection. Farmers recorded soil behavior and rainfall patterns to refine methods. Villages shared tools and coordinated planting to maximize yield. These practical observations created a stable food system supported by experience rather than theory. Ancient Korea's agricultural strength reflected patience, cooperation, and an understanding of nature's predictable yet fragile balance. Chapter 32. Joseon engineers strengthened defense by building coastal watchtowers and signal systems using smoke and fire. These stations communicated quickly across long distances, allowing rapid response to threats. Their placement showed strong geographic knowledge. This network functioned like an early communication grid, proving how strategy and simple technology combined to protect the peninsula with precision and discipline. Chapter 33. Shipbuilding improved during Joseon, especially in coastal regions where fishing and trade supported local economies. Craftsmen designed sturdy wooden vessels with balanced hulls for stability. Their techniques came from generations of observation of currents and tides. These ships connected islands, transported goods, and supported exploration. Marine craftsmanship became a quiet yet essential part of everyday Korean life. Chapter 34. Korea's rich folklore preserved memories of ancient landscapes, seasonal patterns, and community values. Stories carried practical lessons about survival, caution, and respect for nature. Many tales blended real observations with symbolic characters. These narratives acted like cultural memory banks, teaching younger generations how to navigate life while keeping spiritual traditions alive within a constantly changing world. Chapter 35. Bronze bells from temples demonstrated advanced acoustics. Artisans calculated thickness, alloy ratios, and shape to produce deep, resonant tones. These bells didn't crack easily and maintained sound quality for centuries. Their design showed a scientific awareness of vibration and metal behavior. When struck, each bell carried both cultural meaning and engineering mastery across valleys and mountains. Chapter 36. Maps created in early Korea showed impressive geographic accuracy for their time. Scholars measured distances using travel records and natural landmarks. The famous Chunhado illustrated the world from a Korean perspective, blending data and imagination. These maps served officials, travelers, and educators. They highlight how observation, curiosity, and administration work together to understand the land more clearly. Chapter 37. Traditional Korean houses, hanok, used science-based design long before modern architecture. Builders aligned homes to capture sunlight in winter and cool breezes in summer. The ondal heating system moved warm air under floors, creating efficient comfort. These structures reflect knowledge of airflow, temperature, and terrain. Hanok show how ancient Korea blended environmental science with everyday living. Chapter 38. Textile production grew as families learned to weave durable fabrics from hemp, ramie, and later cotton. Dyeing techniques used minerals and plants, controlled through heat and timing. These skills supported clothing, trade, and cultural expression. The process required observation and steady hands. It represents how small daily crafts shaped the economy and preserved Korea's unique identity. Chapter 39. Markets emerged as social and economic centers where goods, news, and skills circulated. Traders moved between towns carrying pottery, fabric, metal tools, and dried foods. These exchanges helped spread innovations and regional flavors. Market life revealed how interconnected villages were, despite distance. It showed a practical economic system built on trust, travel, and consistent craftsmanship. Chapter 40. Military training in Joseon emphasized discipline, archery, and battlefield strategy. Soldiers practiced using bows, spears, and protective armor suited to Korean terrain. Instruction manuals recorded tactics and weapon care. These writings reflect a methodical approach to defense, grounded in experience. The military's structure demonstrated how organization and repeated practice protected the kingdom through changing eras. Chapter 41. Astronomers in Joseon tracked comets, eclipses, and star paths using metal sighting tools and calibrated grids. Their records helped predict seasonal shifts and unusual sky events. These observations guided rituals and agricultural planning. By combining math with careful nightly study, they built one of East Asia's most consistent astronomical archives, showing discipline and curiosity working together. Chapter 42. Music evolved through precise craftsmanship of string and wind instruments. Artisans adjusted wood thickness and string tension to achieve stable tones. Court musicians studied rhythm patterns tied to ceremonies and seasonal cycles. Their performances weren't just entertainment, but reflections of harmony between people and nature. Music demonstrated Korea's blend of artistic sensitivity and measured technique. Chapter 43. Metalworking advanced with iron production supporting tools, farming blades, and weaponry. Smiths controlled heat and hammering patterns to strengthen material. Their methods came from repeated testing and keen understanding of metal behavior. Iron goods improved everyday labor efficiency and defense capability. This quiet industry shaped stability across villages, making work faster and communities more secure. Chapter 44. Stone pagodas became landmarks of engineering skill. Builders stacked carved stones precisely, balancing weight and symmetry. These structures resisted earthquakes and harsh weather for centuries. Their stable geometry showed a deep understanding of pressure and material strength. Pagodas symbolized spiritual belief while revealing practical science, turning religious monuments into lasting architectural achievements. Chapter 45. Calligraphy represented discipline and clarity. Writers studied brush pressure, angle, and ink thickness to create harmonious strokes. Each character reflected mindset and technique, linking emotion and structure. Scholars used this practice to train patience and focus. Calligraphy wasn't only art, it was a method of refining thought, shaping a literate culture grounded in balance and intent. Chapter 46. Salt production along Korea's coasts used wind, sunlight, and tidal control. Workers guided seawater through shallow pans where evaporation left crystallized salt. This method required timing and awareness of weather. Salt supported food preservation and trade, becoming essential to diet and economy. The process shows how simple environmental knowledge could sustain entire communities effectively. Chapter 47. Korean swordmaking blended metallurgy with ritual practice. Smiths folded steel repeatedly to strengthen the blade, adjusting heat by color and spark patterns. The final result balanced flexibility and sharpness. Warriors valued these swords for reliability. This craft illustrates a partnership between observation, experience, and respect for materials, producing weapons known for precision and durability. Chapter 48. Early Korean gardens incorporated water, stone, and plants arranged with quiet intention. Designers studied slope, sunlight, and soil to create natural balance. These gardens mirrored philosophical ideas about harmony between humans and landscape. They also supported medicinal herbs and edible plants. Each space reflected a thoughtful blend of aesthetics, ecology, and cultural meaning. Chapter 49. Lacquerware production involved coating wood with layers of sap that hardened into a durable surface. Artisans controlled humidity and drying time to avoid cracks. Designs included inlaid shells and metal patterns. The process required long patience, sometimes taking months. Lacquerware became prized for longevity and beauty, proving how chemistry and craftsmanship worked hand in hand. Chapter 50. Shrines and ancestral rites preserved family history and moral values. Communities practiced rituals that honored lineage and reinforced social unity. These ceremonies followed precise steps recorded across generations. They acted like cultural anchors, connecting present life to ancient customs. Through these traditions, early Koreans maintained continuity, identity, and shared respect for those who came before. Chapter 51. Trade with nomadic groups brought new metals, fabrics, and animals to the peninsula. Travelers exchanged stories and techniques that influenced local crafts. These contacts helped Koreans understand distant climates and materials. While cautious, communities adapted useful ideas into daily life. This steady flow of goods and knowledge shows how ancient Korea balanced openness with cultural preservation. Chapter 52. Korean archery earned a reputation for precision. Bows were crafted from wood, horn, and sinew layered for power and flexibility. Archers trained with strict posture and breathing control. Their skills suited Korea's mountains and open fields. Manuals recorded techniques based on observation of body mechanics. Archery became both a martial essential and a respected cultural practice. Chapter 53. Local festivals marked planting, harvest, and seasonal transitions. These gatherings included dances, drum rhythms, and shared meals. Beyond celebration, festivals helped communities track time and maintain social unity. Many customs reflected ancient beliefs tied to weather cycles and agricultural success. These events merged science, tradition, and joy, preserving identity through repeated, meaningful rituals. Chapter 54. Fishing communities developed tools shaped by regional waters. Nets, traps, and hooks matched ocean currents and river behavior. Knowledge of tides, fish migration, and storms came from generations of careful watching. These techniques supported steady food supplies and trade. Fishing culture showed how early Koreans depended on natural patterns and respected the sea's rhythm. Chapter 55. Copper mirrors found in tombs reveal artistry and metallurgy. Their polished surfaces required controlled friction and skilled alloy mixing. The engraved patterns often symbolized protection and cosmic order. Mirrors served both practical grooming and spiritual meaning. Their craftsmanship highlights how early Koreans valued material precision while weaving symbolic stories into everyday objects. Chapter 56. Korean drums like the jangu used stretched animal hide shaped by humidity and tension. Musicians tuned tones by adjusting ropes and wood curvature. Rhythms followed patterns linked to ceremonies, work songs, and storytelling. Drums communicated mood and guided movement. This mix of physics, music, and culture made percussion a core part of Korea's ancient soundscape. Chapter 57. Travel routes across mountains connected towns with stone pathways and wooden bridges. Engineers studied rock layers and slopes to prevent erosion. These roads enabled officials, merchants, and scholars to move safely. Rest stations offered water and shelter. Infrastructure reflected a society committed to practicality and connection, shaping the peninsula's economic and cultural flow. Chapter 58. Early Korean armor combined metal plates and leather to balance protection and mobility. Craftsmen shaped plates to distribute force across the body. Testing ensured flexibility during combat. Designs adapted over centuries as threats changed. Armor demonstrated practical engineering shaped by battlefield experience, proving how safety, movement, and material science guided military innovation. Chapter 59. Pearl farming and shell gathering supported jewelry and decoration. Coastal communities learned how different waters affected shell growth. Artisans carved and polished mother-of-pearl for inlaid boxes and furniture. The shimmering patterns came from natural mineral layers shaped over time. These crafts blended environmental understanding with artistic patience, adding elegance to everyday life. Chapter 60. Animal breeding improved livestock suited to Korean climates. Farmers selected traits like strength, wool quality, and endurance. Over time, these choices shaped hardy cattle and reliable horses. Knowledge of feeding cycles and shelter kept animals healthy through harsh winters. Livestock supported farming, transport, and food supply, showing careful observation at the core of survival. Chapter 61. Mountain fortresses used natural cliffs and dense forests as defense. Builders shaped walls that followed terrain curves, reducing weak points. Watchtowers monitored valleys and rivers. These structures required understanding of geology and elevation. Communities relied on them during invasions, proving how Korea's landscape and engineering worked together to create strong, adaptive protection across centuries. Chapter 62. Silk weaving spread through elite families who mastered delicate threading. Worms were raised carefully, protected from temperature swings. The extraction and spinning of silk required timing and steady motion. Finished fabrics were prized for smooth texture and durability. Silk became both a trade good and status marker, revealing ancient Korea's precision in textile science. Chapter 63. Herbal knowledge grew from observing plants across mountains and wetlands. Healers recorded effects of roots, leaves, and flowers, pairing remedies with symptoms. This practice blended trial, error, and careful note-taking. Herbs supported daily health for villagers and nobles alike. The tradition showed how early Koreans relied on nature's chemistry long before modern medicine. Chapter 64. Bronze ritual vessels held offerings during ceremonies honoring ancestors and deities. Their detailed engravings reflected belief in balance between the living and spiritual realms. Craftsmen shaped each piece with controlled heat and carving tools. These vessels carried cultural meaning while demonstrating technical skill, linking spiritual practice with metalwork that required steady hands and knowledge. Chapter 65. Weather observation shaped farming rhythms. Elders watched cloud formations, wind direction, and bird patterns to predict rain or frost. These insights guided planting and storage decisions. Over generations, these observations formed a practical science grounded in local knowledge. This system helped communities survive unpredictable seasons with shared awareness and cooperative planning. Chapter 66. Clay roof tiles protected homes from storms and heat. Kilns fired tiles at high temperatures, strengthening them against cracking. Builders arranged them to allow drainage while insulating the house. Tile designs varied by region, reflecting local soil and weather conditions. This craft blended physics and resourcefulness, improving daily comfort and long-term durability. Chapter 67. Traditional bows required months to craft. Makers soaked wood, shaped horn, and layered sinew with natural glue. Each step depended on humidity and curing time. The final bow stored significant energy with minimal weight. This design gave Korean archers range and accuracy. Bow-making showed deep understanding of material behavior shaped through generations. Chapter 68. Village storytellers preserved memories through spoken tales. These stories included historical events, natural disasters, and moral lessons. Their rhythm and packing kept listeners engaged while protecting cultural knowledge. Storytelling acted like an early education system, passing practical wisdom before widespread literacy. It strengthened identity and kept ancient experiences alive in every generation. Chapter 69. Mining communities extracted iron, copper, and gold from mountains. Workers studied rock layers to locate veins and prevent collapse. Ore was broken, washed, and smelted using high heat. These materials fueled tools, currency, and trade. Mining required teamwork and risk awareness, showing how early Koreans organized labor for long-term economic stability. Chapter 70. Paper making advanced through controlled pulping of mulberry bark. The fibers were soaked, beaten, and spread into thin sheets that dried into durable surfaces. Korean paper, known for strength and flexibility, supported writing, art, and record-keeping. Its quality came from careful timing and material choice. This craft strengthened intellectual life and preserved history. Chapter 71. Copper coin production grew as trade expanded. Mint workers melted metal, stamped designs, and cooled coins with precise timing. Weight and size were standardized to prevent fraud. These coins circulated through markets and villages, making exchange more efficient. Their design reflected both authority and economic order, showing how early Korea relied on practical systems to support daily life. Chapter 72. Terraced farming appeared in hilly regions where flat land was scarce. Villagers carved steps into slopes to hold soil and control water flow. These terraces prevented erosion and increased planting space. Building them required teamwork and an understanding of rainfall patterns. This method showed how ancient Koreans adapted to geography and used simple engineering to secure food. Chapter 73. Falconry became a respected practice among nobles. Trainers studied bird behavior, diet, and flight patterns to build trust with hawks. Hunts required coordination between human and animal, blending skill and patience. Beyond sport, falconry reflected a deep connection with the natural world. It also demonstrated observational knowledge that shaped early Korean animal handling traditions. Chapter 74. Bronze mirrors with intricate back designs appeared in elite households. Their reflective surfaces required polishing with fine abrasives and steady pressure. The decorative patterns often symbolized harmony or cosmic order. These mirrors combined practicality with belief, offering both grooming tools and spiritual protection. They reveal early Korea's blend of function, artistry, and symbolic meaning. Chapter 75. Coastal villagers built tidal fish traps using stone walls shaped to funnel fish as water receded. These traps relied on predictable ocean rhythms and local geography. Once the tide lowered, fish gathered inside the enclosure. This simple but effective technique fed communities for centuries. It shows how ancient Koreans worked with natural cycles rather than forcing them. Chapter 76. Animal figurines found in tombs reflected spiritual beliefs and everyday familiarity with wildlife. Crafted from clay or metal, they represented protection, guidance, or companionship in the afterlife. Artisans captured animal shapes with modest detail, emphasizing meaning over realism. These objects reveal how early Koreans connected nature, symbolism, and memory through small yet purposeful creations. Chapter 77. Transporting goods used ox-drawn carts designed for rugged terrain. Wheels were reinforced with iron bands, and wooden frames absorbed shock from uneven paths. Drivers understood animal packing and rest cycles to avoid injury. These carts linked farms, markets, and ports. Their durability shows how engineering and practical experience supported movement across the peninsula. Chapter 78. Ink production relied on soot mixed with natural glue, and shaped into solid sticks. Writers ground these sticks with water on stone slabs to create smooth ink. Quality depended on the soot's purity and careful drying. This ink supported calligraphy, documentation, and education. Its consistency helped preserve records, making it essential to Korea's intellectual foundation. Chapter 79. Woven baskets carried grains, tools, and fish. Craftsmen selected flexible plant fibers and shaped them through repetitive patterns. Basket strength came from tight weaving and steady tension. These items were simple but vital to daily work. Their design reflected resourcefulness and environmental knowledge, proving how small crafts sustained households and supported local economies. Chapter 80. Observing animal behavior helped predict seasonal change. When birds shifted routes or insects disappeared, villagers adjusted farming or fishing plans. These patterns formed an informal science passed down through families. It guided planting, shelter building, and travel decisions. This knowledge allowed ancient Koreans to respond to nature's signals with practical awareness and steady confidence. Chapter 81. Woodblock printing allowed faster copying of texts. Craftsmen carved characters in reverse, controlling depth to ensure clean impressions. Ink was applied lightly and pressed onto paper with steady motion. This method spread literature, laws, and religious teachings. The system strengthened education and administration, showing how practical technology helped preserve Korea's cultural and intellectual growth. Chapter 82. Stone bridges crossed rivers using curved arches that distributed weight evenly. Builders studied water flow and soil strength to prevent collapse during floods. These bridges connected regions and supported trade routes. Their longevity proves careful engineering and material understanding. Each structure blended utility with stability, enabling safer travel across Korea's diverse landscapes. Chapter 83. Clay storage jars preserved grains, sauces, and fermented foods. Their porous walls allowed airflow while blocking pests. Fermentation relied on temperature, salt balance, and careful sealing. These jars helped families survive winter and manage resources wisely. The method shows how everyday science shaped Korean cuisine, emphasizing patience, observation, and controlled natural processes. Chapter 84. Forests were managed with practical rules passed through generations. Villagers harvested wood responsibly, leaving young trees to grow. Mountain guardians were honored in rituals that reinforced respect for the land. This stewardship protected water sources and prevented landslides. Early Koreans relied on a balance between resource use and environmental care to sustain communities. Chapter 85. Bronze ornaments decorated clothing and armor. Artisans shaped metal by casting and chiseling, adding patterns inspired by animals or geometric forms. These pieces reflected skill and identity. Their shine came from polishing techniques that required patience. Bronze ornaments show how early Koreans combined aesthetics, metallurgy, and symbolism in items used both daily and ceremonially. Chapter 86. Moon jars emerged as iconic white porcelain forms in the later Joseon period. Their rounded bodies required joining two halves perfectly, demanding precision. Firing them at high heat created gentle variations in color. These jars symbolized purity and completeness. Their simple shape hides complex craftsmanship, showing Korea's mastery of subtle beauty and material control. Chapter 87. Grinding stones helped prepare grains for food. Families used circular stones rotated by hand, applying steady pressure to break kernels. This tool supported daily meals and influenced diet. The method required rhythm and strength, reflecting a practical connection to agriculture. Grinding stones show how small household tools shaped nutrition and community stability. Chapter 88. Mountain shamans led rituals to seek protection or good harvests. Their ceremonies used rhythmic chants, drums, and offerings. While spiritual, these gatherings also strengthened community bonds. They reflected ancient attempts to understand natural forces before formal science. Rituals blended belief and observation, helping people interpret events like storms, illness, or sudden environmental changes. Chapter 89. Pottery kilns were engineered to control airflow and rising heat. Builders positioned openings to guide flames evenly across shelves. Achieving the right temperature required experience and timing. Kilns supported mass production of bowls, jars, and tiles. Their design shows a deep understanding of fire behavior, turning raw clay into tools essential for daily survival. Chapter 90. Textile dyes used plants like indigo and safflower, each requiring precise soaking and heating. Color intensity depended on mineral content in water and length of exposure. These dyes shaped fashion and symbolism, with certain shades linked to rank or occasion. The dyeing craft blended chemistry with artistry, adding visual identity to ancient Korean life. Chapter 91. Early Korean calendars combined lunar cycles with solar observations. Scholars tracked moon phases and shadow lengths to mark seasons accurately. These calendars guided farming, rituals, and tax schedules. Adjustments were made when sky patterns shifted, showing flexible understanding of astronomy. This system kept communities organized and prepared, linking daily routines to the rhythm of nature. Chapter 92. Beekeeping developed as villagers learned how honeybees reacted to temperature and flowers. Wooden hives protected colonies while allowing airflow. Honey supported food, medicine, and trade. Beekeepers observed swarm behavior to prevent hive loss. This practice revealed an early grasp of insect life cycles and environmental dependence, strengthening both diet and local economy. Chapter 93. Cattle farming shaped rural work. Farmers monitored grazing patterns, rotated fields, and maintained shelters for harsh weather. Strong cattle pulled plows and transported goods. Their health depended on feeding schedules and clean water. This system showed how ancient Koreans coordinated animal care with agricultural routines, forming a steady partnership between humans and livestock. Chapter 94. Bronze arrowheads were cast using clay molds shaped with careful measurements. The sharpness and balance determined accuracy. Hunters and soldiers relied on consistent quality for survival and defense. Metalworkers improved designs through trial and error, studying how weight and angle affected flight. Arrowheads show applied physics in one of Korea's oldest combat tools. Chapter 95. Communal wells provided drinking water in villages. Builders lined them with stone to prevent collapse and contamination. Families shared responsibility for cleaning and maintenance. Water levels helped predict droughts and seasonal shifts. These wells supported health and survival, proving how cooperation and simple engineering created reliable access to essential resources. Chapter 96. Horse culture grew as riders learned terrain-based techniques for travel and combat. Saddles and bridles were crafted to reduce strain on the animal. Horses pulled carts, carried messages, and supported military units. Understanding stamina and feeding cycles kept them efficient. This partnership shows how mobility shaped communication and strategy across the peninsula. Chapter 97. Clay figurines unearthed from settlements depict daily activities like farming, dancing, or cooking. Their simple forms capture social roles and community habits. These figures reveal clothing styles, tools, and expressions of belief. Archaeologists study them to understand life patterns. They serve as small, preserved windows into how early Koreans worked, celebrated, and connected. Chapter 98. Nets used in river fishing relied on mesh size matched to species. Fishermen tested currents to decide where to set traps. Weight stones kept nets submerged, while floats marked the edges. This technique required accuracy and knowledge of aquatic behavior. River fishing became a dependable food source shaped by observation and adaptation. Chapter 99. Early Korean writing on bamboo slips recorded laws, debts, and village agreements. Thin strips were tied in sequence, forming portable documents. The durability of bamboo made records long-lasting. Writing systems evolved as administration grew more complex. These slips show how documentation supported fairness, memory, and social order before wide use of paper. Chapter 100. Burial mounds reflected belief in continuity between life and death. Builders shaped earth into rounded forms, placing goods inside to protect the deceased. The layout followed symbolic directions and natural contours. Items buried within reveal craftsmanship, trade, and personal identity. These mounds preserve history beneath the soil, connecting modern Korea with its earliest stories.